Hello, welcome to the computer science/science water flex for our water project week. Uh, this video is designed to show you a little more clearly what's going on in the assignment. Make sure you're using both. Make sure you read the instructions and follow along as best you can. I'm only going over part A. Part B will be up to you to figure out on your own. So, couple things to start with. This is Scratch. You can see here there's a couple menus here. We can drag various things into here that we need. This is what we'd call a sprite. So if you know what I'm referring to, the cat is the sprite. I can move him around and do various things with him. If we look at him, he has different costumes. We can edit these, which is what we're actually going to do first. So I'm going to do this really quickly. I'm just going to clear him. I'm going to draw 3 circles. You take more time and make them look a little bit better. You can use different colors if you want. So there's my basic water molecule. Looks a little bit like Mickey Mouse. Now we need to get him to do some movement. For that to start, we use this. It's when the green flag is clicked. So over here, this is the start and then the stop. When I use this, it's going to start my script. So if this is my case, I'm going to press this and you can see he jumps 10 steps to the right. Now we want him to move a little bit differently, or our water molecule to move. So I'm going to only move 5 steps. And over here, we're going to find this thing that's called if on the edge, we're going to bounce. That way, if we run into the side of the screen, it's going to bounce back. We also want him to turn, or want our water molecule to turn. But we don't want it to turn the same amount every day. We want it to be random. So we have a random feature here in our operators, and I'm going to insert that there. So we're going to choose a variable or an integer from -5 to +5. Now if I do this, you'll see he'll move, or the water molecule will move a little bit. Every time I press it, it'll move a little bit, kind of a random turn. What I want to happen is that it does this on its own. So I'm going to take out this thing, it's called a forever loop. That means anything inside this loop is going to continue to do forever. Now we can see our water molecule is a little more realistic. So it's moving around. Now, a couple more things to add. We're just going to stop this. Because we're going to add more than one molecule, we need to create a statement that says if it runs into another one, it's going to bounce off. So I have this down here. This is called an if loop. So I'm going to construct this first. Basically, the easiest way to do this is using our touching color. So if I'm touching the color, I'm going to select the color, find the color that's on the screen. So if I'm touching another color of black, I'm going to do the following things. Now we want it to turn so that it bounces around a bit. Now on your file it says 180 degrees. I found that it works best around 100, 110. So you can choose, play with what you like. And then we're going to move again. Now instead of 5 steps, we're going to move, let's say 7 steps. Just so it's a little bit different. And I'm going to insert this in our forever loop as well. Okay, now it's not going to change the movement because there isn't any other molecules out there, but it's important for this because we're going to multiply to a lot of different molecules. Now being a scientist, we want to do a couple things. We want to create some controls for this. So in order to do that, we have to create something called a variable. So I'm going to make 2 variables. The first one is called temperature. And this is for all sprites. The second one is called size. So I'm going to say I'm going to move temperature steps based on how high the temperature is. That'll increase my movement. So to test to see if that works, I'm going to click on this temperature one until it gives me the slider view. There's the one. Now because it's in the forever loop, it will change instantaneously. So you can see my movement increases and then slows right back down. Now we want the same thing to happen for our size, but we need a look statement for that. So we go to the look part of the menu and we look change size, or set size, sorry. Insert that right at the top. And this is what I want to use my size variable for. So my size is going to be based on this one. So we'll make that a slider again. And let's make this about 50. You can see it made it smaller. It's going to respond to our various movements. Same thing. So now that that works, I would rename my water molecule. I'm going to use H2O 1. We're going to duplicate. So if I right click on here and duplicate, over here I got another one. Rename him. H2O2. Now if I run this again, you can see that bouncing feature works. It's very important for when a number of scripts are on here at the same time, or sprites, pardon me. They should all work in the same way. There you go. This is the basic block of code to control our water molecule. Make sure yours works up to this point, so you have at least 2. Make sure you've named things correctly, and things will go well for you.